alligators snap, vultures lurch, parrots perch, and have you seen the horn on the unicorn? Down at the Alphabet Zoo.
Hi, Duster. Hello. Today on Alphabet Zoo, it's the third letter of the alphabet. We've already had A, B, so now it's C. Well, there's plenty of animals beginning with C. There's crayfish, crab, cougar, cat. Oh, sorry, Duster.
Shouldn't have said that.
No, I shouldn't have said that. But the animal I've picked to go with the letter C is camel. And the story is about a very strong-minded little camel who wanted desperately to copy her mother and father in all they did, except for making her own bed and things like that. And one day, as chance would have it, this little camel surprised everyone by showing just what she could do. Here's the story of Camilla the camel. Camilla was the smallest and the youngest camel in Balthazar's camel train. There were 6 camels altogether. The leader, who was her father, then her grandpa, her brother, her auntie, and her mother, and finally, at the very end, Camilla. Camilla hated being the smallest camel. She was always stuck at the back and never allowed to carry any of Balthazar's bundles. Balthazar's camel train crisscrossed the deserts of Arabia, carrying dates, nuts and spices one way, then returning loaded down with silks, perfumes and precious jewels. Balthazar's team was famous for its speed and reliability. They always arrived on time and they never got lost in the desert. Camilla longed to be a real part of the famous camel train and carry some of her master's precious bundles. But Balthazar wouldn't let her. "No, Camilla, not yet," he would say with a smile. "Soon, when you're a bit bigger." "Soon," muttered Camilla angrily. "Always soon, never now." One day, the camel train was plodding wearily over the hot desert. They were on their way home, loaded high with silks the colours of the rainbow. The day had been long. Night was coming, and it was almost time to stop, but Balthazar kept on going. Camilla looked up the line and noticed there was something rather odd about her master. His head was nodding, and he'd dropped the stick which he always used to direct her father's footsteps at the front of the line. Camilla nudged her mother, who was walking in front of her. "Mum," she called, "we must stop. Balthazar has fallen asleep, and my dad has taken the wrong trail." Camilla's mother raised her head and looked around. "My goodness," she cried, "we're lost." The camels stopped and gazed around them with their mouths open. This part of the desert was completely strange to them. "What will we do?" asked Camilla. "Nothing now," said Dad, dropping to his knees. "It's far too late. It'll be dark soon. We must get some rest." The entire camel train sank to the ground, and before you could say one hump or two, they were fast asleep. "Oh no," cried Camilla in desperation. "We must get out of here." She knew she must follow their footsteps back across the desert, and she knew she must do it now, before the night breezes blew the sand and covered up their hoof marks. Suddenly, Camilla had an idea. She would leave something for the others to follow. She trotted up to the sleeping camels and lifted bundles of silk from their backs and threw them onto her own. She untied the bundles with her teeth, and as she retraced her steps back across the desert, she unwound the rolls of silk and laid a curving, twisting rainbow trail. She walked and walked, with the silk streaming out behind her, and at last she found her way back onto the right path. She was hungry and very tired. Her back ached and throbbed with carrying such a heavy load. She slumped to the ground and fell into a deep sleep. When the sun came up the next morning, Balthazar woke with a snort. He rubbed his eyes and looked around him. "Where am I?" he said sleepily. Then he sprang to his feet with a yell that woke the entire camel train. "We must be lost," he shouted. "This certainly isn't our usual route." The wind had blown the sand over their hoof marks, leaving no trace of the route they strayed onto the night before. But stretched out before him, in a blazing trail across the desert, was his beautiful, beautiful rainbow silk. He ran and grabbed hold of the end of it and started to wind it up again, twisting and turning as he followed its shimmering curves over the desert to where Camilla lay sleeping in the morning sun. "Camilla has saved us," he cried with joy. "She has shown us the way back. and he rushed to her and smothered her with kisses. Camilla opened her eyes and blinked. She couldn't believe it. Her family and her master were all here with her. They'd followed the rainbow trail. "You must lead us home," Balthazar said. And he went down the line and took a bundle of silk from her father's back and tied it onto Camilla's. "Now, lead on," he said. And Camilla led her master and the famous camel train home, the proudest and smallest camel in Arabia. Oh, look at the little one-humped camel.
Yes.
Isn't he lovely?
This one?
Yes.
I can't even pronounce that. Brett Berezovsky, I think that is, from Denton Central Infant School.
Well, he's
in
definitely
the
not
desert
Welsh.
there.
Yes.
Look, some of them have got two humps, you know. What do they call those?
Dromedaries, aren't they? Are they?
That's right, that's right. I was wondering if Duster was interested in any of these. Duster?
Duster, do you like that
Which
camel?
one do you like? Here's a nice one. Here's a dromedary from Janet Grice from Farnworth in Bolton. And there's a pyramid here, look.
Oh, yes. Look at the sun shining down
That's
on
from
it.
Stacey Shaw from St Andrew's Playgroup in Wigan. And here's one, I think whoever's done this one has sort of traced round one of them and
Oh,
then
yes.
done them 3 times. And look,
Yes.
Balthazar there. leading
That's
us.
good, isn't it? And a running camel there. A bright yellow running camel. Oh, and look at that one made with material.
Yes, class 2,
Lovely.
Mrs. Piotowski or someone.
Oh, yes. Look at his lovely hairy legs.
But look
really
at
good.
this. I mean,
What a wonderful one. Oh,
the whole
Ellery.
class has made this one, obviously got together from...
Absolutely.
Look,
It's really marvellous. Would you like to see some more?
diddle diddle da diddle da 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 dee da 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 diddle diddle da diddle da 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 da. Camilla was very small, but she was very strong. She could walk as far as the other camels all day long. Please let me carry a load, please let me Balthazar. Oh no, for you are much too little and we are going too far. Not now, but soon, not now, but soon. The only word she ever heard under the desert moon. Why can't I carry a load? What do I have to do? I wish there was a way for me to prove I'm ready to you. I know I am the smallest and I don't want to be a grump, but this business of me having to wait is giving me the hump. Not now, but soon, not now, but soon. The only word she ever heard under the desert moon. One day Balthazar fell asleep and they wandered from the road. The camels slept for they were tired from carrying their loads. But Camilla, she unrolled the silk like a billowing rainbow sail, and she did not go to sleep herself till she got back on the trail. Not now, but soon, not now, but soon. The only word she ever heard under the desert moon. Diddle diddle di diddle di di diddle di da da dee da. Diddle diddle di diddle di da da dee da 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 da. The next day when he found her, Balthazar was glad. You really are the cleverest camel that I have ever had. So I will let you carry along, though we are traveling far. And you shall lead the camel train, said smiling Balthazar. Right now, not soon, right now, not soon. And Camilla was the happiest camel under the desert moon. Diddle diddle day, diddle day day, diddle day day, dee day day.
Do you think we could pretend that Duster's a camel? Tie bales of silk on his back.
Actually, he's big enough, actually, to carry a couple of small...
Or some cotton reels, anyway.
Yes,
Don't you think?
yes, I think
I
that'd
think
be
you'd rather
pretty
carry
good.
some cheese and chocolate, wouldn't you? Rather have your tea?
There's
Do you
some
want to have
tea.
your
Oh, I
tea?
think I'll come with you, actually.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Tea.
Gorillas grunt, hedgehogs hunt, zebras play, possums play. Come and meet them all at the alphabet zoo. Come and meet them all. Come and meet them all. Come and meet them all at the alphabet zoo.